currently leading the tournament, more importantly, leading the Grand Chess Tour, is Wesley So with us. Wesley, this was a quick draw on your part. Usually players say, well, you've got the white pieces, you're going to go for it. Explain to us your rationale.
Yeah, it's my responsibility. I mean, first, I'd like to apologize to people, also organizers, also to the fans for the quick draw. I mean, it's disappointing, of course, but as a professional player, I kind of have to make decisions which I think are correct. And actually, I'm not thinking about the tour points or the tournament standings, not one bit. It's just I'm not feeling very well today. I didn't sleep well last night. I think I've been drinking too much coffee. So I gotta minimize my coffee intake on that. So I wasn't feeling the best spirits. And there's sometimes, Richard is a very dangerous player. He's very strong. He's almost in the top 10 in the world. So there's always in the back of my mind saying, just be careful this game. Also, I've had history in the past before where in the back of my mind I wanted to play carefully. Like, for example, against Nepomniachtchi 2 years ago in the Sinquefield Cup, I wanted to play carefully with white, and I wanted to make a draw at some point. But during the game, I was hesitating. I got a better position. I didn't know whether play for win or play for draw. In the end, I lost that game so badly. So I think, as a rule, if you want to do something, you can't hesitate. You just need to do it. So, yeah, again, I'd like to apologize. It's not my proudest moment, but as a professional, I sometimes have to make decisions like this. And again, I'm not thinking the tour points. Also against the Berlin, I think quite several ideas that could be playable for a slight edge. But then the game could get long, and if I made blunders, things could go bad. So again, not my proudest moment, but I take full responsibility.
We understand you don't feel well. Why all the coffee? What's up with that?
Yeah, it's my favorite drink. Yeah? I used to drink every day at home, but yeah, this is my third tournament in a row, so there's a lot of nervous tension also in between games, between rounds. Also, I'm preparing, and sometimes feel like it's good to have a hot drink by my side, but I just need to lessen the caffeine a little bit. So because yesterday I drank coffee at 9 in the evening, and then I tried lying in bed for the next 10 hours, and I could barely sleep.
Wow.
So that's a big mistake. But again, yeah, obviously it's not attractive to go for draw with the white pieces, but I play tons of games every year, and sometimes you get some bad games. But I was also happy to save the game yesterday against Fabiano. That's also one of the reasons why I took the quick draw today, because yesterday could have gone badly if Fabiano played a bit better.
Let's talk about that game. I mean, it certainly was a difficult one. When you walked out of there feeling like this was a good save?
Yeah, I think it was a very good save. I think I wasn't expecting Fabiano to play 1c4, and I think he didn't get much out of the opening, but I also messed things up. And in fact, yesterday was very nice when he played a3. We both missed after bishop takes a3. I just trusted him that he has knight b5, tapping my queen. But then I missed this a6, bishop a5, bishop b4. Check idea, which suddenly black is better. Anyway, Fabiano is a great practical player, so he's number 2 in the world. I think yesterday I was doing very, very well, but then he always keep finding these practical chances. And objectively, I'm fine, but practically, it's not so easy to defend. And I made some mistakes. And I was quite fortunate, actually, that he played b4 in the endgame. If he played bishop e3, he could have some real chances, but I was quite confident in my chances of holding this opposite colored bishop endgame. But Fabiano, as I said, is very practical, so he just poses problems on his opponents, problems that are not supposed to be there.
Your thoughts about how crazy this tournament has been in terms of all the decisive games. We just never see this at the Sinquefield Cup or usually on the tour in big events.
Yeah, that's true.
Not classical, anyway.
Classic. Yeah, that's true. Well, there are some clearly out-of-form players here, yeah, like Swierks and Peter, and everyone wants to get a point from those guys. So I think that's one of the reasons. For example, if you look at other tournaments like Norway Chess, like Argentari had a lot of losses last year. Also, John Ludwig Hammer had a lot of losses previous year. When you have one who's clearly lower rated, everyone tries to get a point off them. But also, 2 years ago, the Sinquefield Cup was much stronger with average rating 2782. So you want to play for a win with white, but at the same time, you don't want to overextend. You're playing a fine balance of playing for a win, at the same time not making a blunder. And yeah, I must say Peter Spidler is clearly out of form. And also we have some fighting players like Sam Shankland and Jeffrey Shong here.
Would you say that somehow the tour should try to include players of like diverse levels so that we can see this kind of fighting chess and you guys will be able to go for it more, or do you want to stick with the old formula of elite players all the time?
Personally, I like elite players because their ratings are there for a reason. I think if you invite the top 10 players in the world, I think that's what gives the most excitement. Maybe change the format a little bit. Maybe don't blame the players, but basically the format. Because, for instance, Taimur Rajabov makes draws, but his rating is very high. He won't be in the top 12 in the world if he's not a good player. So I think Grandchester has tried inviting new players like Badur Jabava or Ivan Sarik in the past, but they haven't really been able to compete for the top prizes. So I think ratings...
He's got to defend my boy Sarge there. He got second in the tournament very recently. It was his worst half that kind of ruined it for him.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that combination. I have to thank Gary for that. Yeah, you become second and then you end up last.
That's right. Gary had a poor tournament.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I must say, I think ratings are there for a reason.
You said change the format. What format
Maybe.
would you suggest that could make for more contentious chess? Because when you say excitement, the fans like to see wins. They like to see decisive games. And this tournament has 12 decisive games. 2 years ago, 12 decisive games in 4 rounds. 2 years ago, it was 12 decisive games in the entire tournament.
11 rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, chess is very objectively drawn these days. Engine always gives 0.00. Maybe change format, like give slightly more points for the wins, or you have another. You make the time control shorter, and then if players draw, then they have to play again in a shorter time control. I think that's what's necessary.
You would feel okay with that?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, I played Norway, Armageddon. I also like Rapid Blitz. I think I love the form. I'm still quite young, so I can adjust and I can play faster chess. But there might be other suggestions also. But I think the format maybe needs to.
Okay, we'll put your suggestion in the ballot box.
Yeah, there are other extreme formats like you can't play certain openings or no castling, but that's a bit too extreme. But yeah.
Okay, well, good luck in the rest of your games and stay away from so much coffee.
Yeah, that's true. Now I was thinking now I get two rest days. I'm going to rest and get some sleep and try to come back and play some fighting chess. We got a lot of exciting chess coming.
We look forward to it.